Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be playing with my Sephora haul. So I did pick up a few items from Sephora during the VIB Spring Savings Event, and I thought what we would do is kind of put them on my face and then we can kind of see what we think about them. So if you're interested in seeing my full face of Sephora products that I picked up during the Spring Savings Event, it's going to include a few little items from Dior, Backstage, as well as Tom Ford, Giorgio Armani, throwing in a little bit of Clinique using one of their new Moisture Surge Pops. Then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're going to start with sort of a replacement, but I ended up buying a new color. This is the Tom Ford TRACELESS Stick Foundation. If you have been watching my channel for any amount of time, you will know that this is pretty much my holy grail foundation. Now, I had a little mishap. I usually wear this in 5.5, but it got kind of smashed up into the cap. And then for some reason I have it in Sable 6.5, which is actually a little bit too dark for me. And I ended up getting it in the color FAWN because that was what was sort of recommended for light, medium, neutral. So I'm gonna swatch all of these guys and we're gonna use this color. It may be too light, maybe it's gonna be perfect. At the time when I had purchased my stick, they didn't sell Tom Ford where I was living, so I just did it online. I'm gonna give you swatches first. Okay, so we have FAWN, that's 4.0. We have Bisque, 5.5. And then we have Sable, 6.5. I don't know if I don't think I've worn that much at all. So let's go ahead, and the way that I like to use this stick is we're just gonna swipe some of this on and then we can kind of see what we think of the color. I'm gonna blend it out with my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Complexion brush. And the reason I love this is you can shear it out or you can build it up without it looking cakey. Okay guys, this is FAWN and a little bit, teeny bit lighter, a little bit more neutral or even a tad bit yellow, versus Bisque is a little bit more, just slightly warmer, but still in the neutral zone. And then obviously 6.5, I must have been really tan. I actually don't think I think I went in for 5.5, but might have come back with 6.5 by accident. But anyways, here is these shades here. We'll see what we think. And I'm just gonna kind of let that sink in. I did pick up the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. Everybody has been raving about it, and I do love this dough applicator. And I did purchase it in 4.5. That's what everybody was sort of telling me might be the right color. So we are going to put a little bit here. And looking a little bit peaked today. Hope everybody's doing okay. I'm not gonna use this all over the face today. We'll do another kind of concealer video. I'm just gonna kind of use it in that area. I'm gonna use my ring fingers and let's go ahead. I will say the texture is really nice. It's gliding underneath the eyes really easily. Very moisturizing, it feels like. So just kind of giving you first impressions of everything here. I like that it's got a little bit of a kind of brightening aspect to this. So we'll see how it kind of plays with my wrinkles and stuff. I think this seemed to be a real crowd pleaser. I don't really love concealer in general, but if we find a good one, I'm happy. Okay, then I did pick up the new Kosas. This is the Golden Bronze. This is their moisturizing baked bronzer. I was so excited to try this guy out. Clearly, I don't need another bronzer, but I do love Kosas, and I thought, you know what? I want to give this guy a try. So I ended up getting it in medium, partly because light was already sold out. And let's go ahead. It's a baked formula. So there is the Golden Bronze. Here is the swatch of Golden Bronze. Let's see if this is going to be too dark. I'm just going to take a little, whoa. Okay, very highly pigmented. And then we're just going to give ourselves a little bronze here. Okay, so super pigmented, just glides onto the skin. Worried this is a little bit too dark for me at the moment. Kind of see. Worried this is a little too dark for me at the moment, but it is a very nice pigmented kind of bronzer. So we'll play with that. We'll play with this a little bit more. This is a clean brand. This does contain shea butter in it, and it's got kind of a silky little glow. So it's supposed to kind of moisturize the skin and not give you that kind of powdery effect. So we'll play around with that a little bit more. Then for some reason, I decided that I needed to get this Dior Backstage eye palette. I have never tried any of these Backstage eye palettes, and I have been intrigued, but this one just looked so pretty that I decided that we needed to go ahead and give it a try. I'm going to, I believe this is a base, like you put this down kind of as a base shade. So we're gonna go ahead and prime the eyes with that. And there's so many pretty colors in here. This is just kind of right up my alley. This is the Rosewood Naturals, and again, did not need this, but it's been calling my name, and I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and give this a try. Okay, so this is interesting. So these two are cream shadows, and then the rest of them are powders. Isn't that a pretty cranberry color? So I'm actually going to tap that on my lid as well. Okay, so I put these two little cream base shadows down, just kind of playing here. This color's calling my name. I'm gonna just go ahead and play just a little bit with this. Oh wow. Okay, that's a really pretty color. That's kind of this bronzy sort of taupe. Oh wow, that's such a pretty color. I'm gonna take this lighter shade up here. We're just gonna kind of put that underneath the brow bone. I'm gonna take this kind of purpley shade over here. Actually, I'm gonna use this brownish shade over here and go play with the outer V. I'm going into this deeper purple mulberry shade, and I'm using my Refer number 3 little pencil pro, and I am going to just kind of go by the lash line. I'm gonna take a little bit of that closer to the underneath. Okay, so we have lots to play with here. I'm gonna swatch this for you. Okay, here is a swatch of this Dior Backstage in the Rosewood Neutrals. And the first couple are about the same color of my skin tone. So this is that kind of cream shade, then the second lightest, and then that beautiful kind of amber shade. And then we're going to the next row with the more cranberry colors. And then obviously the last row is the deeper ones. I am gonna take a little bit of my Stilo U in Black Wood, and I'm just going to define my lash line just a little bit more before we put on some mascara. Then we have the Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel. Everybody was telling me to try this. I mean, since I'm not a brown connoisseur. Now, they only had taupe left, so we're hoping that is the right color. And I'm just going to kind of use this to clean up my brows just a little bit. Make them look a little bit more cleaned up. They actually need to be waxed. I don't know how to tweeze my brows, so I just leave it to the experts. So they're gonna be a little bit out of hand for a bit. Okay, so here is a little bit playing with the Dior and then the brow gel. And you guys need to let me know what you think about this color. When I swatch it, it just seems a little bit strong, but on the skin, it didn't translate that way. Then I did pick up one other Dior item that I have wanted for the longest time, and it is this Dior. This is their Backstage Rosy Glow Blush. And for some reason, this always kind of scared me because it is like really bright pink, but everybody says it gives you kind of a really healthy glow, that it's going to adjust to your particular skin type. So we're gonna give that a little go. I'm gonna go ahead and give a little on my brush here. And then let's see. So it does not translate fuchsia on the skin, which is so nice. It's actually really pretty color. It's not too much. There we go. You're getting a little bit of that rosy glow. Guys, I think that's pretty. It's much more subtle than I thought. We got a little bit of that rosy glow. And again, we are just playing today. I am quickly gonna powder down the center of my face. This is the Tom Ford. This is the Illumination powder. And we are just gonna set everything. Then for lips, I couldn't resist one of the new little Clinique. This is their Moisture Surge Pop little lipsticks. They were $19.50, and then I picked it up in Goji Berry, which is one of my favorites because I love goji berries. Those are one of my favorite snacks, but they just looked so pretty. And again, you guys, it has that little moisture core in the center, and it is that balm kind of formulation, sheer, something that I tend to like. So this is Goji Berry, and just a nice little sheer kind of pink berry color on the lips. They feel really moisturized. They feel very comfortable. It is really hydrating. And then, as I said, I picked up this little guy, and we will do a whole eye look with this Natasha Denona Mini Retro palette. I did not pick up the Biba. I just couldn't pull the trigger on it. But anyways, I went for this, guys. So we'll do a whole other video. So this is a look using the goodies that I got from my Sephora haul. And so far so good. I will do an updated video, but I thought, you know what? Sometimes it's better to see what it looks like in action. So I hope this was helpful. And you guys, I hope you have a fantastic day.